right. Happy Tuesday, everyone, and welcome to the first of many live prenatal workouts with Jax. So for those of you that are new, I'm Jackie Smith of Little Adapts by Jax. I'm a holistic nutrition and fitness coach focusing on barre, yoga, and pre and postnatal. And I am also 22 weeks pregnant. It takes me a second. So I'm really excited to be here. If you don't know this already, I live for working out. It's the one thing that kept me sane my first pregnancy and during postpartum, and it's something that I truly believe is effective for both the brain and the body. And so I'm excited to be doing this series and helping other mamas to really just feel their best when you can show up for yourself on your mat. So the way that the prenatal workouts get started, these are going to be available to everyone for free because I really just wanted to lead my service and just help every mama no matter where you are or what's going on in your life. But of course, these are all going to be in the prenatal program that was already built out during my first pregnancy, and I am just adding on, and it soon will be a week by week with a ton of other experts, including pelvic floor, chiropractor, doulas, you name it, all the resources that you need to feel empowered and educated and just really feel your best during pregnancy. And that is the end of the goal. It is not about thriving. It's not about surviving. We want to be thriving. And so that's what I want to do and my programs are all about. So we're going to get started with 2 positive affirmations. And today's workout won't be any equipment except for a chair or something to step on to, but if you don't feel comfortable, I will show you modifications for all. It is going to be a cardio circuit. So again, it's not going to be too intense, but I actually recently did a circuit and it felt really good. And then we'll go back to more of like the sculpt and yoga and doing all the things that I love and really have made me feel good during this pregnancy. First positive affirmation is from the Hope Cards by Kindside is nothing changes if nothing changes. So I'll just leave that with you. And then my pregnancy positive affirmation from Mama Natural is I love being pregnant. This for me is not true. I do not love being pregnant, but I love that I picked this card today because there are days that I do love being pregnant and growing a little amazing human being inside of me. So I'm gonna leave those there for you to wash over you while you're on your mat today. Today's workout is gonna be 30 minutes. It's going to be 2 circuits that are include 7 moves that are about 35 seconds each with about 12 seconds in between. And then in between we have a minute of pregnancy safe cardio. So you will get your heart rate up, you will feel amazing. And again, I'm here to support you. I am right there with you. So before we jump into it, I want to go through the actual exercises. So the first one is going to be an overhead, hands and goalpost, overhead press, and then we're going to find a stretch, overhead press, other side. Second set is going to be with the chair. We're going to be doing dips. So knees are bent, core is activated, bending and squeezing the elbows. It's going to be 2 arms, 2 thighs. The third one is going to be elevated lunges. So this is going to be the most difficult, but if this feels like too much to you, you can always just come out onto the mat, regular lunges, making sure that knee never goes over the front of the toe, other side. And then we have using the chair, we're just gonna squat, tap the chair, and then squeeze it up. Squat for the first set, and then number 6 is just for a little pulses, little bar in here. And the last one is going to be standing side plank crunches. So we have our feet wider than our hips, hands are down. We're gonna just squeeze it up and squeeze it down. Working those obliques and those transverse abdominis. That's circuit 1. Circuit number 2, we start with knees hip width distance, and we're gonna bring our elbows down and then pretend like you're dumping a pitcher of beer, elbows above the shoulders, drop it down. Second one, you're just gonna hinge forward, straight arm, tricep pulses. So I want you to feel the energy coming out of your fingertips. Number 3 and 4 are going to be step ups. Again, this is where there's 3 options. You're gonna step your foot up, lift it up to your chest, drop it back down. You can also tap it here. You can do this standing up. So you can lift it up, drop it down. Or you can use the poof, something a little bit shorter, drop it down just so you're engaging that glute back there. Other side, and then we are going to do standing glute fire hydrant. So hands under shoulders, slight bend in the knees, you're just making circles with the hips. And we're gonna reverse halfway through those. And the last one is incline chair tap. So you're gonna find yourself in a modified plank, and you're just gonna tap right knee to right elbow, left knee to left elbow. So with that, we're gonna get started. There's gonna be 4 sets of cardio, which I will explain when we do them. They'll change every time. And then of course, we'll finish with a final pregnancy plank. So let me come into my interview and we'll get started. If you wanna start the playlist that's in the description, you can. We'll come into our warm-up. All right. So come to a standing position, roll your head to the right. And again. To the left. One more time.
5 seconds until work.
All right, first one. We are going into overhead press and stretch.
Seconds.
Bend your knees. You're gonna squeeze up, hands slightly in front of the face, side bend over. So deltoid press to a stretch. These stretches are one of my favorite to do during pregnancy. And again, you can always level up with 1 pound or 2 pound weights, but I wanna show you how accessible this is anytime, anywhere. And I promise you will be tired after.
5 seconds until recover.
Almost there.
Recover for 12 seconds.
All right, we are going right into tricep dips.
5 seconds until work.
We start in 3, 2,
Work for 35
1.
seconds.
So remember, squeeze the elbows back. I want you to think about hugging baby this entire time, activating those triceps. You're gonna be dying at the end, especially if you have a big belly. So all this stuff is going to be safe during prenatal, all phases of trimesters. Whew. Already dying, told you. No weights necessary for this workout. Breathe, inhale, and exhale. Today we're gonna finish with the breath work at the end.
5 seconds until recover.
3, 2,
Recover for 12 seconds.
all right, we're gonna come into those lunges. So remember, pick your
5
poison.
seconds until work.
You're gonna get that leg, feel if it's stable, or if you don't feel comfortable,
Work for 35 seconds.
bring your hands to heart center, and then we're gonna drop the knee down and then squeeze it up. So we wanna make sure we're pulling our booty back and our knee is not going over directly over the toes. Can be a little weird, but don't feel weird that if you just wanna come right here, have both legs stable on the ground. This can be elevated if you want something a little bit more intense. Whew.
5 seconds until recover. Recover for 12 seconds.
All right. Shake it out. We're gonna get ready for the other side. Remember,
5
this is
seconds
your
until
time, your workout, so do what feels good.
Work for 35 seconds.
Whew. Think about squeezing those inner thighs. Press the palms together, elbows out wide. Remember, no shame. Do whatever modification feels good for you. I actually did this workout in my first pregnancy. I think towards the end, I think I had like a month and a half to go. Whew. Already dying.
5 seconds until recover.
Ooh, breathe, we're almost there.
Recover for 12 seconds.
All right. 4.
5 seconds until work.
All right.
Work for 35 seconds.
Find those squats. You're gonna tap your booty down and then squeeze it up. So you want your feet a little bit wider than your hips. But think about putting the weight in your heels, squeezing up. Drop it down, squeeze it up. Drop it down, squeeze it up. So just tapping in for just a second. Think about holding
5 seconds
it a
until
little
recover.
longer than you think.
Recover for 12 seconds.
All right. Sixth exercise, we're gonna pulse it down.
5 seconds until work.
In 3, 2, 1. Let's burn out that
Work for
booty.
35 seconds.
Little taps. You can send your arms out if that helps balance out the belly. I'm already dead. Woo! You got this. This is kind of like labor. Those contractions will be intense and then you'll get a little bit of relief. Keep breathing. You come out of it, come right back in it. Just breathe.
5 seconds until recover.
In 3, 2,
Recover
And
for 12
1.
seconds.
all right. And our last set. So I don't think I demoed this, but alternating, I did the right thing.
Work for 35 seconds.
Arm overhead, left hand down. You're gonna tap right knee to right elbow, send it long. So similar to that standing squat, but just having a little bit more support. Whew. Find that stretch when you lengthen. Ooh. Make that connection.
5 seconds until recover.
Last 3, 2,
Recover for 12
and
seconds.
1. All right, you are done with circuit 1. Our cardio is
5
coming up.
seconds until cycle complete.
We are going to do a malasana squat to
Cycle
standing.
complete for 1 minute.
So find your malasana squat, and then you're gonna squeeze it up. Option, come onto the balls of your feet if that feels good. But malasana squat is one of the greatest ways to get your baby in the right position for birth and position him in the right way. Or her. For those of you who are new that don't know me, I am having a sweet little boy in the beginning of June. Woo. Slow and control. Get the heart rate up. Yes. We have circuit number 2 coming up. We're gonna stop here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a sip of water if you need it.
5 seconds until work.
And then we're gonna go right into beer dumps.
Work for 35 seconds.
All right, bend your knees, arms are up, drop it down, and then pretend like you're dumping that pitcher of beer. I don't know if this is a real thing, but my husband made up this move or heard about it, so we're just going with it. Woo. So you want those elbows coming up over the shoulders. Just breathe, catch your breath. You're doing amazing, mama, just for showing up, whether it's
5
live.
seconds until recover.
We're doing this at a later time.
Recover for 12 seconds.
All right, we have hinge
5
forward,
seconds until work.
straight arm pulses in 3, 2, 1.
Work for 35
Pulse it up.
seconds.
So I want you to feel that energy coming out of your fingertips. I want you to focus on hugging baby and looking up, opening up that chest. So even though there's no weight, I want you to think about activating those triceps. You're doing awesome.
Until recover.
We're almost there. 3,
Recover for 12 seconds.
2, 1. All right. We have for thighs.
5 seconds
We
until
have
work.
step up. So remember, bring your knee into your chest, step up there,
Work for
step up to
35
a
seconds.
poof, whatever feels good. So you're gonna just tap it in, drop it down. So I want you to think about exploding from that left butt cheek. Slow and controlled. Sometimes it helps for me to move my hands just to balance out the belly and the boobs. Slow and controlled. This is your time.
5
If you have to
seconds
take a
until
child's
recover.
pose, Do you, mama? Woo.
Recover for 12 seconds.
Woo, my butt is on fire. It's funny how out of breath you get.
5 seconds until work.
All right, get ready to change legs. Right leg
Work
is
for
lifted.
35 seconds.
Tap it up. Breathe, you're almost there.
5 seconds until recover. Recover for 12 seconds.
All right, we are coming to those fire hydrants. So remember, hands under shoulders.
5 seconds
Give
until
baby a
work.
nice little hug. Bend those knees. Right leg starts.
Work for 35
Fire
seconds.
hydrant, little circles with those hips. So this time, this circuit, we're gonna go one direction. And when we do it the second time, we'll go in the opposite. So it's almost like a hip stretch and we are working that glute at the same time. Remember, pull the core in, strong leg, slight bend in that leg, slight bend in those elbows.
5 seconds until recover. Recover for 12 seconds.
Whew. All right, we're gonna do the other side.
5 seconds until work.
So re-bend, give baby a nice little hug.
Work for 35 seconds.
So you want to think about inhaling into the pelvic floor and then exhaling out the mouth. So exhale, exhale, flex that foot. You got this. Almost there. Whew.
Recover for 12 seconds.
All right, we have modified plank where you tap same knee to same elbow. So
5 seconds until work.
get there in 3, 2, 1.
Work for
Full
35
belly in.
seconds.
This is too much for you. You can always do this. But pick your poison. Peek down at your belly. Make sure you're not coning.
5 seconds until recover.
Whew.
Recover for 12 seconds.
All right. Second set of cardio coming up. We're almost halfway done.
5
Alternating
seconds until cycle
squat
complete.
to lunges.
Cycle complete for 1
So
minute.
find, bring your hands to heart center, feet are hip width distance. You find your squat, find your curtsy lunge. Center, alternating sides. Just breathe, you're doing amazing. We're almost halfway done. Just keep breathing through it. I know being pregnant is exhausting, but you're doing everything you can. And the stronger you make yourself and your baby, the better you will be during birth and during your recovery. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we go back to circuit 1.
5 seconds until work.
We have overhead press and stretch.
Work for 35 seconds.
Feet are hip width distance, arms come up, goalpost. Press it up, find that stretch. Press it up, find that stretch. Whew. I know it's a little bit quick, but we want to get our heart rates up. And this is why this workout doesn't have any weights.
5
You
seconds
don't
until
need them.
recover. Recover for 12 seconds.
dips. You can always do these on the ground if you don't have a chair.
5 seconds until work.
Knees are bent,
Work for
fully
35
core in.
seconds.
Squeeze the elbows back. So my fingertips are facing my glutes. Squeezing everything back. Breathe. You got this, mama. Keep going. I know these suck. They suck before pregnancy. They
5
suck during.
seconds until recover.
Last 3, 2, 1.
Recover for 12 seconds.
Remember, nothing changes if nothing changes. All right, lunge on the
5
chair.
seconds until work.
Find your position,
Work for 35 seconds.
whatever feels good. So no shame. Remember, try to keep those shoulders over those hips. If you want to go to 2 legs on the ground, it's a little bit safer, more sturdy. Really just depends on where your strength level is, last time you worked out, and also just the relaxing flowing through your body. Palms at heart center, press the elbows out.
5 seconds until recover.
Almost there. Last 2,
Recover for 12 seconds.
1. Whew. My booty is on fire.
5 seconds until work. Work for 35 seconds.
Not gonna lie, the last few weeks have been rough. I'm very tired, but a lot of friends that ask me about why and how I keep working out, because it keeps me sane, it keeps me going, and I know it is really good for my body, especially if I'm going to plan on having a natural birth, so that's what feels good to me. So even if you can commit to doing it
5 seconds until
3 or
recover.
4 times a week, just keep going.
Recover for 12 seconds.
All right, we have our squats, tapping your butt.
5 seconds until work. Work for 35 seconds.
Whew. Remember, put the heels, the weight in the heels. You can activate the triceps by pressing the arms back. But my biggest reason why I do it is because all the work you do now makes everything on the other side that much easier. In terms of recovery, in terms of just getting back your strength. So
5 seconds until recover.
everyone's different, but just keep doing what feels good to you.
Recover for 12 seconds.
All right, who's ready to burn out these booties? Because we are going to pulse it out.
5 seconds until work.
Woo. Hands at heart center.
Work for
I
35
think this is
seconds.
the worst exercise during the whole thing. Stay super low. Again, putting the weight out. Feet are slightly wider than your hips. Whew. Just tap it down, squeeze it up. It's a really small micro movement. Breathe. You can do it, mama. Keep going. I'm burning, I'm on fire. I'm right there with you.
5 seconds
Woo.
until recover.
3, 2,
Recover
1.
for 12 seconds.
All right, we're gonna do the other standing side. So we have a right arm down, left
5
arm
seconds
overhead.
until work.
You're gonna see my back side. Whew.
Work for 35
Point that
seconds.
toe, crunch it in, send it long. So you want that hip opened up and your hips are stacked. Squeeze it in, working that left oblique and left transverse abdominis. Whew. That left foot is parallel with the chair.
Until recover.
Last 3, 2, and 1.
Recover for 12 seconds.
All right, third set of cardio.
5 seconds until cycle complete.
Squat to elbow tap.
Cycle complete for 1
So
minute.
feet wider than your hips, bring your hands behind your head. You're gonna squat, and then we're gonna lift up, tap it up, Drop it down, alternating legs. And if this is too much, you can just come into a squat and squeeze. So do whatever feels good to you. This is your time. I like to give options depending on where you are in your pregnancy, how you're feeling that day. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Take a sip of water. We have one more circuit. High five. One more left to go.
5 seconds until work.
And we have beer dumps coming up.
35 seconds.
Bend your knees. Pull those elbows in. We dump the beer. We squeeze down. Lift and lower. I think the last set of what we'll do is a little bit of a cool down and breath work after this final circuit. Woo. Keep bending the knees, hugging baby in. You're doing amazing, mama. Keep going. Doesn't matter how much you did of this. If you did
5 seconds
half of it, you have to come back to half later. That's okay.
Recover for 12 seconds.
All right. Tricep pulses, hinge forward. Release arms back behind you. We start in 3, 2, pulse it up.
Work for 35
Right
seconds.
here. Think about opening up the collarbones, looking up, opening that body, strengthening the back of your arms, your back. Just breathe. We're almost there. You're doing amazing. Not gonna lie, I'm a little pooped, but after I'm gonna feel so euphoric because there's nothing like those endorphins after a workout.
5
That makes me
seconds
feel
until
capable of just about anything. Whew.
Recover for 12 seconds.
All right, we have step ups.
5 seconds until work.
All right, remember, no shame, do whatever feels good to you.
Work for 35 seconds.
Slow and controlled is the name of the game. If it's too much, you can always grab the back, right? We can always do this.
5 seconds until recover.
Woo.
Recover for 12 seconds.
All right.
5 seconds until work.
All right, get that right leg up.
Work for 35 seconds.
Woo. Yes. Just concentrate on your breath. Going as slow as you need. Really gentle movements. Activating that glute and that whole body.
5 seconds until recover.
Last 3, 2,
Recover for 12
1.
seconds.
All right. We have fire hydrants. Hands
5
placed
seconds
onto that
until
chair, bend your knees, and flex that foot.
Work for 35 seconds.
We're gonna go the opposite direction. Up, back, and around. Just breathing into it.
5 seconds until recover.
You're almost there.
Recover for 12 seconds.
Woo. 2 more things, we're almost there.
5 seconds until work.
All right, reset.
Work for 35 seconds.
All right, flex that left foot and bend that knee, up, back, and around. Hug, baby. Woo. safe to say, I am definitely more tired this pregnancy than I was in the first. Whew.
5 seconds until recover.
So much different when you have a little one running around.
Recover for 12 seconds.
All right, final thing.
5 seconds until work.
I saw a little bit of pony on myself, so I'm not going to go back as far.
Work for 35
So it's okay
seconds.
to just come into more of a tabletop. We want to reduce the intra-abdominal pressure. We're almost there. This is the last thing of the circuit. You are crushing it, mama. Think about how daunting it probably started in the beginning, and now you're done. We're only 30 minutes.
5 seconds until recover.
Last 3, 2, 1.
Recover for 12 seconds.
All right. Let's come down to
5 seconds until cool down.
a child's pose.
Cool down for 3 minutes.
Whew, that turns bad way off.
Timer paused.
All right, come back to your breath. Take a sip of water. We're gonna finish with one final tabletop plank. Then we will do breath work in child's pose, a little bit of stretching, and you are all done. If you have to head out, do it, and you can come back to this. But I like to cool down just at the end, do a little bit of fascia and muscle stretching. So last and final thing, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. You're gonna tuck your toes, hug baby in. We're gonna hold for 30 seconds. Lift those knees 1 inch above the mat. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 10, 9, knees lower, 8, you got this, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop it down. Child's pose, knees as wide as your mat, toes touching, reach your fingertips out long. Take a nice inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. And now I want you to come into that 360 breathing. So think about relaxing all points of your pelvic floor. You're gonna inhale, relaxing, and then exhaling out your mouth like you're blowing out of a straw. Pull everything in and out. And squeeze up down there like you're pinching out a blueberry. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, speed it up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Come back to your breath. Just breathing deeply into that side body. Maybe you just shake those shoulders out a little bit. And then come up, keeping your knees as wide as the mat. Plug your forearms into the mat so that they are shoulder width distance. I want you to lean forward, and then when you pull back, think about pressing your knees towards, your elbows towards your knees to open up the back. This is gonna open up some of your fascia. Inhale, exhale. The key is to really contract. You're gonna relax on the way forward, and then exhale on the way back. So you're gonna feel a nice, again, pressing those forearms down, pulling the elbows towards the knee. Last 2. Last 1. And then bring your knees under your hips. You're gonna step your right foot in between your hands. And then we're gonna come forward, and then flexing your foot, you're gonna flex, activate the hamstring. Come forward. We did a lot of lower body today, so just opening up the glutes, the hamstrings. The hamstrings are really connected to the pelvic floor. So if we're able to loosen the hamstrings, we're also able to loosen of your pelvic floor, which is really important for lengthening and allowing your baby to be guided out. Last two. Last one. I've been doing a lot more stretching. Switch legs, left leg comes forward. Again, make it as wide, as big as your belly. I have to go a little further out these days so my belly really popped. Again, contracting and pulling back your toes, come forward. But I'm doing a lot more restorative, a lot more stretching than I did in my first pregnancy. And I think that's just from holding a baby, maybe not dealing with all the ailments I had from postpartum. But I'm thankful for it. There's always a silver lining in any obstacles that you may cross, is that it teaches you to slow down, to respect your body in a new way, and remembering that restoring and taking care of your body is just as important as contracting and strengthening it. Step that foot back, come onto your butt, and let's just finish with one. Inhale and exhale together. Roll out your shoulders. Exhale all of the stale breath out of your belly. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale, let it go. Bring your hands to heart center to seal our practice with health and happiness always. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this workout as much as I did. Remember, every week I'm going to be hosting free prenatal classes. These are all going to my prenatal program. So I encourage you, if you're looking for more support on breathwork, there's a 50-page ebook. I highly recommend to subscribing or buying the pregnancy program a la carte. But everything new that is being added here is being on now, and the a la carte program pricing is going to be increasing next month, so take advantage of it now if you're looking to work out and have an accountability and just be along for my journey. I hope you have a marvelous, amazing day. Remember, nothing changes if nothing changes, and tell yourself I love being pregnant, even if you don't. Until next time.